So I think a couple things are emerging, right? So you're absolutely right in terms of the commercial models are still emerging. But what you see is when you move to an environment that's got more standardized platforms and is primarily software based, you have an opportunity to change some of the more traditional capital-intensive constructs that are out there to a more utility-based, more on-demand model. Some elements of the ecosystem work that way, and some elements, you can't banish. You still have to have a glass in the ground going somewhere, and so that there will be some elements of that just won't change. But you do definitely have the opportunity to provide people with more flexibility. In addition, when you think of it sort of from the mobile to the end user, to the cloud service provider community, there's a concentration of traffic there that's let us release some more sophisticated models even now. So already today, for enterprise customers looking to go from sort of the LTE-based device through to a cloud service provider, we offer a bandwidth on demand approach to connectivity with the SCI service. You could just specify one of the cloud service providers as a destination and pay on a per gigabyte basis. So where it happens to be the opportunity is there that you've got the concentration of traffic, the economics work for the carrier, they work for the customer. You give them a very cloud-like utility consumption model-based experience. Will that apply across the board to all services? I suspect not necessarily, but is the opportunity to do that more often out there? Yes. In addition, with the degree of automation and integration that this new technology supports, operationally becomes much more efficient. Today, with a network-based solution, with another build another box approach to solving stuff, you have to deploy this gear at the edges of the network. You have to configure it. You have to manage it. You have to keep it under constant supervision, and you've got to manage multiple deployments. Allowing this stuff, the intelligence to become centralized, to become the management much more centralized. You can operate it with production-grade sort of industrial software management techniques, and it becomes essentially a more efficient deployment of the enterprise space. You can deploy more sophisticated solutions with more robustness because your control is more precise, it's more fine-grained, and it's got a significant degree of automation that didn't exist in the past. So that's where I think people start to see efficiencies.